All right. Clean off my sunglasses. Who needs quick workout? It's 30 minutes. You could do it. You could do it. I believe in you. All right. Sorry. Totally just got a boob shot there, but this is what it is. All right. Let's see if this shot is lined up. It should be good. Except when I have to get on the floor. I'm going to move this back a little bit. All right. Hold on. I got to swipe my comments off. Make sure I have it. Yeah? Yes? Okay. That'll do it. That should work so I can get a shot. All right, so we'll do a quick warm up. Got our timer ready. We're gonna start on the floor with the cloud. We're gonna start with the hip openers. So you're gonna come on down to the floor, lay on your back. You want your arms out like the letter T. With your foot flexed, you're gonna take your left leg up, cross it over, come back up, and back down. So we're gonna do 10 on each side. Try to keep your foot flexed if you can. If you have to bend your knee a little bit, that's totally fine. And I do have to tell you, when I first started doing these hip mobility exercises, I had my hips were so tight, I couldn't get my foot down all the way. So it took a little bit of time. So don't get discouraged if your foot kind of hangs out like right here. That's okay. That's all right. And hopefully there's no interruptions because my entire family is here, including my in-laws. You never know, the dog might make an appearance. All right, we're gonna switch to the other side. So remember, foot is flexed. We're gonna take it all the way over. This side's a little bit tighter, for me anyway. And you may experience that as well. Again, no big deal. We're on 10 each side, in case you forgot. We're done with these. We're going to spin around to a tabletop position. We'll do some upper body mobility as a warm-up. So I'm going to spin around. Tabletop shoulders are over wrists, knees under hips. I'm going to take my right hand to my right ear. I'm going to connect my right elbow to my left elbow and then open up my chest. And we're going to do 10 on this each side as well. After 10, you got to switch sides. I'll spin around so you can see. Left fingertips to the left ear, left elbow to right elbow. And again, this may feel weird when you first start. A lot of people really tighten their hips, really tighten their upper back. So we want to loosen that up. So when you're done with 10, we're just going to go right into our set. Because there's no impact, our first set, we're kind of learning the moves. Second set, we're going to make them a little bit better. And third set, if we get that far, we'll see how our time looks because we want to keep this nice and short. All right, so to start, we want to get heart rate up a little bit. We're going to do a side shuffle. So let me move this mat out of the way. And I have my timer here. We're going to do everything 30 seconds. So no counting reps. We're just going to go on a timer. And I have that timer set for you, so you don't have to worry about it. All right. So for our shuffle position, we start low, hands up. You're going to shuffle 2 to 3 times and out. So I'm gonna make this a little bit shorter, but it's gonna depend on how much room you have wherever you are. I'm nice and light on the balls of the feet. I'm trying to stay low, but I want to try and pick up the pace a little bit, get the heart rate up. So what I'm doing with my arm is getting it out there, arm extension on each one. Go ahead, rest. Your next move is going to be a lateral lunge, so we're still going to stay side to side. If you want to add any weights to any of these movements, you're more than welcome to, but I feel like it's not needed just yet. So, lateral lunge. We're going to just start with our feet under our hips. We're going to alternate sides for 30 seconds. So the movement is you're going to hinge at your hips first. A lot of people like to go with their knee first, and what that does is that loads all your weight right into your knee. We don't want that. Trust this powerhouse right here. So I'm going to hinge at my hips first. Let me show you what that looks like from the side. Straight line from top of the head to the tailbone. Your knee's going to track right over the middle of your foot. You're going to step in and go to the other side. We're there 30 seconds. Here we go. So I'm just going back and forth. Lateral lunges. This feels too easy for you. You're more than welcome to add the reach in. So opposite hand to opposite foot. Now, with that, you got to make sure, is your form good, right? Does the form look good? If your form's kind of then don't, right? Don't go to the progression unless your form is good, unless you're hinging at the hips. Getting a little bit deeper with each lunge, right? So you want to feel that right in the inner thigh here. Push your hips back. All right, rest. Your third move is a low plank. So lots of different ways that we can do this. We can do a low plank on our feet or on our knees. The positioning is going to be shoulder over elbow, and your forearms are going to look like the number 11. Your head's going to stay in a neutral position with your spine. So what I mean is, let's say, just pretend the top half of me is in a low plank position. My eye gaze is straight down. It's in between my hands. I'm not looking down at my feet. I'm not letting my head drop, right? I got to keep that head up. I'm going to roll my shoulders down and back, lock my lats in towards my hips, and keep everything nice and tight. So we're going to try and hold that for 30 seconds. So come on down. Remember, we're doing low plank. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I understand if you have to take a peek up just to see something, you know, to look at the screen or whatever, go back down. Go back down. Don't keep your head up. Don't look down at your feet. Now, if you're unable to hold, what you can do is drop to your knees. That's totally acceptable. Otherwise, stay up here for me. Continue to hold. If you start to feel fatigued, fire the rest of your body up, right? Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes, squeeze the hamstrings, squeeze the quads, right? But we don't want to scrunch our shoulders up and towards our ears. Keep those down and back. All right, you can rest. Nice job. All right, so our fourth move is going to be a staggered stance hip hinge. The hinge is going to be key in pretty much all movements that you do, and that's when you hinge at your hips. That's what I said already, right? So we're going to do both sides. Fingertips will be by your ears with a nice proud chest, elbows out. The reason for that is we want to try to encourage that nice straight spine so that when we do hinge, the shoulders don't roll forward and then you roll in your spine. So we always want to make sure that back is nice and flat. So the stagger stance, your left leg is your standing leg, your knee bent just slightly, and you're going to kick that right foot back just slightly. Roll your shoulders down and back, fingertips by the ears. We're here 30 seconds on this side. Here we go. So push back and come up. So you're hinging at your hips. There's no break in the spine. You're going to push your butt back. You should feel a nice stretch of the back of that left leg. You got 10 more seconds here. This right leg is just a kickstand. All the stretching is in the left leg. Let's switch sides. Bring the right foot forward. Slight bend. Left leg is my kickstand. Roll those shoulders down and back. Fingertips by the ears. Here we go. 30 seconds. What we're aiming for is the lengthening of the hamstring and the glute, right? So, if you're not feeling that, then we need to reset. We need to stand up, roll our shoulders down and back. Make sure you can tuck your tailbone under. That'll help you get your core engaged as well. It may feel rigid, it may feel strange, and that's okay. That's normal. And rest. Nice job. Okay, next we have push-ups. So push-ups, there are so many different ways that you can do push-ups. You can do full plank, you can do them from your knees. Actually, I forgot my band. If you have one of those cloth bands, I did a video, Facebook video on it the other day, putting that right above your elbows. And that'll help kind of catch your chest, catch your upper body. It'll help you with your push-ups. Sorry, let me try that. You can do from your knees, I think I said that already, or like here, I like this option as well. If you use a piece of furniture or use a countertop or a railing, you can still do a full plank, but it's a little bit, it's gonna be easier than if you were on the floor. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of push-ups. I want you to figure out which one are you gonna do. Do you have a cloth band you're gonna grab? Are you gonna use your knees? Are you gonna go down on your knees? Or are you going to use a piece of furniture? So I want you to get set up for that now. And we're going to do 30 seconds. Oh my God, why are you yelling? Can you talk? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So with our push-ups, elbows go back 45 degrees. You wanna make sure you roll your shoulders down and back. Get those lats involved, right? Lock them down. Let them help you catch your upper body. Squeeze everything. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those hamstrings. Squeeze the quads. Make sure you're leading with your chest and not your head, okay? Don't dive bomb towards the floor with your face. And rest. All right, we're gonna come on up. We're gonna do a squat hold for 30 seconds, but with our arms, they're not going to just take a break. You're gonna be pushing your palms out, okay?
I didn't get dressed.
I see that, honey. All right, so I'm gonna take a wide stance. You go whatever is most comfortable for you. We're gonna sit down in that squat position. Your entire foot is gonna be pressed through the floor, right? So I don't want you to rock back onto your heels, and I don't want you to be up on the balls of your feet either. Push those knees out so they track over the middle of your foot. Roll your shoulders down and back, tuck your tailbone, sink down. Here we go, 30 seconds, right? I'm gonna push my palms out. I'm not trying to go super fast, nice and easy. So I keep my core tight. I noticed I was rocking a little bit there. Nice and tight. If you start to feel fatigued, push your feet through the floor. Push the knees out. Tuck your tailbone. Neck is nice and long. Keep those shoulders out of the ears. Stay relaxed. Come on up. Shake that out. All right. Next, we are going to do a high knee march or run, depending on where you're at. If you don't want to do the impact, don't do the impact. If you do want to do the impact, well, then do it. And I'll show you both versions. So we're going to high knee run up, and we're going to do 2 lunges back. So the count is 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunge back, lunge back. If you feel comfortable doing impact, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunge back, lunge back. All right? So, timer's ready. Here we go. So count of 4, whether you're marching or you're jogging, and you have 2 reverse lunges for the way back. Then you start again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you get that knee up to hip level. Use your arms nice and active, right? Hand goes hip to shoulder. Rest. Nice job. Okay. We have a reverse, no, it's a dead bug. Let's just call that. Go with that. We don't need to get into the big names. Never fails. Okay. You're gonna come on down to your back for 30 seconds. I'll get my timer closer here. All right, so legs up 90 degrees, arms up. I'm gonna alternate sides. You're gonna drop the right arm and the right leg. Don't let it touch the floor. Bring it back up. Then you're gonna switch to the other side. So we're gonna alternate sides. We're gonna be there for 30 seconds. Hold on, I gotta move my timer so I can see it. Here we go. Here, here. Low back needs to stay pressed into the floor. So if you're extending and your low back is pulling up, something doesn't feel right, you got to shorten that range of motion. So how you do that is you just don't go down as far, right? Maybe we don't go down as far. Or you can bend the knees and the arm a little bit and take some pressure off. Go ahead and take a break. Nice job. Then we have get up, get down, which is like a half burpee. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. You're going to pick whichever one works for you. So one would just be squatting down, jump back to plank, jump back to your squat, stand up, right? So there's no push up and there's no jump. So that's definitely out. Your option is, instead of jumping back to the plank, is to stepping it out. So let me just show you those right now. So if I'm doing the more of an impact, I'm going to squat, right? So what I want you to do is, this is an opportunity for you to practice your squat form. Sitting down and back like there's a chair behind you. Down, plant your hands, jump or step back in, and stand up. If you are unable to jump back into a plank, your option is going to be squatting down, plant your hands, step back, step in. Neither one's easy, so you're not getting a break if you take the modification. When you go down to the floor, depending on your hip mobility, it may be tough for you to get your hands onto the floor with your chest high and your butt back. That's going to come with time. What we're trying to fix is doing this, right? Is rolling over, because then everything goes to the low back. Okay? Get up, get down for 30 seconds. Here we go. Down, back, in, up. Now, if I'm doing the step out version, I'm going to switch the sides of which foot leads, right? So if my right foot leads on the one rep, my left foot's going to lead on the other rep. Got it? Rest. Nice job. Okay, grab a drink. That was 1 round down. Nice job. High five, high five, high five, high five. We're going again. So now you know what everything looks like. So your breaks will be a little bit shorter because I don't need to explain as much because you already saw it. All right, so first move was that side shuffle. Remember, like 2.5, 3 shuffles over, press the hand out. Then you'll go back the other way. All right, we set up, get into a squat position, hands are up, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So shuffle over and push, push. Nice and light on the balls of the feet. Chest stays high, butt back. Drive your knees out. That's how we travel side to side. Drive those knees out. And rest. We're going to do alternating lateral lunges. So remember, we hinge at the hips. Keep the chest high. Knee tracks over the middle of the foot, right? So we're not going to lead with our knee. Our shoulders should not be stacked over our hips. See how that looks from the side? I'm here and you're here, okay? Alternating lateral lunge in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Karate chop that hip back. And rest. Nice work. We're doing low plank. So we're going to hold a plank for 30 seconds. If for some reason that hurts your elbows, try a high plank. If that hurts your wrists, try dumbbells and just so your wrist stays straight. Everybody's a little bit different. I promise you, you're not injuring your wrist. Sometimes, if you haven't planked in a while, you'll get a little sore there. So don't be a scaredy cat. Remember, you can drop to your knees if you need to. So come on down. Low plank. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Think of lengthening your neck, right? Pull those shoulders down away from your ears. Remember, an option is to drop to your knees if you need to. Keep breathing. Do not hold your breath. And remember, the eye gaze is going to come right down in between your hands. Rest. Nice job. We have our staggered stance hip hinge. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So this, we're really going to concentrate on our form. That hip hinge, pushing your butt back, like put out the vibe, stick your butt out, right? Nobody's behind you, it doesn't matter. All right, so left foot is going to be my standing leg. My knee is soft. I'm going to use that right foot as a kickstand, trying to keep the majority of my weight on that left side. As you get better, you'll be able to load that standing leg. If you feel 50-50, that's okay. We'll get there. So take the fingertips up by the ears. Long neck, shoulders rolled down and back. Lock those lats in. Core is tight. How do you tighten your core? It's completely up to you. I like to tuck my tailbone under. You'll feel the bottom of your ribs go towards the top of your hips and push your butt back, right? Looking for that stretch at the back of the standing leg. Go ahead, get started. We're 30 seconds on each side. We're not going fast here. I'm sweating, but I don't know if that's because I'm in the blazing sun. Hopefully you're sweating too. And if you're not, that's okay. Sweating like a swamp donkey is not always indicative of a good workout. Some people get addicted to that. That's why they overdo it on cardio. Switch sides. Right leg, standing legs, nice soft knee. Use that left leg as your kickstand. Fingertips by the ear, nice proud chest. Lock those lats down. Here we go. 30 seconds on this side. Push your butt back. Do you feel that stretch? If not, you got to reset. If you don't feel the stretch, come up, reset. And break. Push-ups are next. Everybody's favorite. All right, so I want to make sure long neck. Elbows going back 45 degrees. Your hands aren't like directly under your shoulders. They can be a little bit wider. Just have to play around with that until you figure out like what's a good positioning for you. All right, 30 seconds push-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So if you're in between push-ups, because I feel like that sometimes, what you can do is you can lower down in a full plank, drop to your knees, and press up. So many variations of push-ups that you can do. You can either do them straight from your knees. You can lean on a piece of furniture, keep going, which would look like this. Still leading with your chest. And rest. We have that squat hold with the palm push. So I don't want you to rock back and forth, right? I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay nice and solid, core is nice and tight, okay? So let's get into our squat hold position. The distance your feet are apart is up to you, and so it's just going to depend on your hip flexibility. I just feel it, I'm not even going to say it. Okay, come on down. Here we go. 30 seconds. Maybe you could speed it up a little bit this time. If you notice yourself going back and forth, don't do that. I want you to stay nice and tight. Those hands are just going out straight. Push that palm. Keep going. Push your entire foot through the floor. Knees drive out. Chest high. Rest. Nice job. Shake that out. All right, we're going to march up or high knee up and 2 lunges back. So it's a count of 4. If you're doing the high knee run, count to 4. You're not going to count 4 steps because it'll be too fast. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 lunges back. Then restart. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 lunges back. I always forget what leg I'm on. 4, 3, 2, 1. And even though there's no impact, it doesn't mean that you kind of like sloppily do it. It's active. Drive that knee. Use your arms. Give me one more. Rest. Nice job. Reverse dead bug. No idea. So, flat on your back. Legs are in a 90-degree angle. You just leave it there.
Neighbor.
Oh, hey. How are you? I'm
Haven't
sorry.
seen you.
I thought you were
Where
Amazon.
have you seen you at?
He might be in the back. In the back.
What's he have, the black car?
No, that's Andy's work car. That's Andy's work car.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't see his truck.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to give those to him?
Yeah, I was over his house. His wife answered the front door. And I says, well, my wife is on the side there, and she never come out to the side.
Oh.
So, I got him some
Oh.
pizza from Sanitary Bakery. He
Oh,
really likes
thank you
it,
very
know?
much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I
that.
know, because we were talking about the tomatoes, and he says, oh, about the cold pizza, Sanitary Bakery. I said, yeah, it's one of the best, you know?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had him 6 slices, me and the wife, and I figured we were coming back that way, and I'd give it to him, but I don't know, I thought maybe she said, because she said,
I don't know what was going on. They were coming back and forth with the car and the truck. I don't know what they were doing.
yeah, well, what his wife says, that would be your mother-in-law, right? She says, oh, he's over my son's. I says, well, okay, my wife's on the side. I says, give it to you, you know, and she never come to the side.
Oh,
So,
maybe she didn't misunderstand.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I appreciate it.
All right.
All right, so legs are in a 90-degree angle, arms are up. Go ahead, get started. So you're going to both arms, both legs. You got an extra break there. You can thank Neighbor Joe. That's okay. We'll make up for it. So remember, your option is to just not go as low, or bend your arm and bend your leg just a little bit. Ooh, whoops, wrong side. If you need to, right? So that there's no stress on your low back. Go ahead, take a break. Then we have our get up, get downs. Never a dull moment around here. So get up, get down is your half burpee. Down, back, in, up. Here we go. Down, back, in, up. You're here 30 seconds. Remember, you're practicing your good squat position, good squat form, butt back, chest high. Rest. Nice job. All right, so we'll do a quick run through, a third round. Real short breaks now because we have to make up for our visit from neighbor Joe. All right. Lightning round, side to side shuffle. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Rest. Lateral lunges, alternating sides. 30 seconds. Take a nice big deep breath. In through your nose, hold it at the top, exhale it out. Empty your lungs. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Karate chop those hips back. These are your deepest lunges right here. Back, chest high. Knee tracks over the middle of the foot. And rest. Low plank hold. Three, 2, 1, here we go. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Ten more seconds. Remember, you have the option to drop to your knees if you need to. Break. Nice job. We have Stagger Stance hip hinge. 30 seconds, each side. Left foot starts, knee is soft, right foot back, proud chest, here we go, push your butt back. Look for that stretch. Flat back, right? Don't let the shoulders round. I am finding that I do have some weight on this right foot. That's okay, as long as I get that stretch up the back of the left leg. Switch sides, right foot in, left foot back. Reset the posture if you need to. That nice flat back. All right, come on up. We have that squat hold, palm push, right? We can do this. We are almost done. Come on down in your squat position. 3, 2, 1, right here. We still got 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, come on up, shake that out. We're gonna march up lunge back. Remember, it's aggressive, right? You're gonna take those knees up to hip level. 3, 2, 1, here we go. 4 up, 2 lunges back. 4 up, 2 lunges back. Ooh, lost my balance there. Rest, nice job. Restart this. All right, what else do we have? We have 2 more moves. We have dead bug, get up, get down. Whew. Come on down to the floor. Low back press into the floor. Legs in a 90-degree angle. Arms are up. Here we go. Lower both right. Bring them up. So when you reach overhead, I want you to use this lat right here to pull that arm back up. You're pushing your low back into the floor. You're going to use your low abs and your hips to pull your leg back up, right? So your entire core is working. Surprise! All right, last but not least, we have get up, get down. So come on up. Last 30 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squat, plank, squat, and up. Rest. Nice job. Whew. Okay. So that was about a half hour, give or take. No impact. Awesome for beginners so that you don't get too sore, but kind of get the juices flowing, right? All right, let me turn this off. If you have friends that you're trying to inspire to get going and they feel a little bit like nervous to go to a gym, or I don't think I can do it, whatever, this is an excellent starting point. Lots of corrective cues, no impact, no equipment. It's a great starting point. So tag and share away. If there's something else that you would like me to teach you or bring to you, please let me know. I would be more than happy to do that. And that's all I got for you today. Have a good one. Don't forget to stretch and drink all your water.